Right guys, a very quick one here on the by-election that happened last night, and believe it or not, it went to the Labour Party. This of course is a sign of how bad the Tories have been in the past year, not only with their lockdown lunacy, hypocritical bullshit and just general piss-taking behaviour, but also their failure to be even remotely conservative. Voters themselves have apparently blamed the restrictions, Hancock, Boris himself, and of course the school teacher from the area who has been handed out of his job, with the Tories taking a piss-weak stance on it, trying to appease people like cucks. Many voters are saying to me that the Tories are as woke as Labour, and to be honest they are not far wrong. Shit, I've even said it myself. Let's be honest, Boris admitted it's okay to be woke not that long ago, and his speech at the G7 showed he might as well be called Boris Corbyn, the commie woke wanker at this point.
But also that we're building back better together and building back greener and building back fairer and building back more equal and, in a more gender neutral and perhaps a more feminine way. How about that, apart from anything else?
Now, the Tories' piss-weak defence of that poor school teacher, coupled with everything else, literally made Conservative voters stay at home again. The election turnout was a measly 47% of registered voters, proving both sides have alienated their core base over various issues. Now, Labour need not get happy about this win. They won by a piss-poor 300 votes, and only recently got humiliated at a by-election, getting just 622 votes total. But obviously the peach of all this has to be Ken Livingstone sitting on GB News earlier claiming Sir Keir Starmer and Labour have won over voters and Batley and Spen.
I also think that Keir Starmer is slowly coming over to people as a potentially very good Prime Minister. It's been very difficult for him because this entire last 15 months it's all been about the virus and the death toll. It's been very difficult for the leader of an opposition party to get a lot of coverage and establish themselves.
Now obviously he's come out with that utter bullshit there, despite Labour going from a 3,500 vote majority down to just 319 mums. As you know, both parties are clearly in the shit with these results. Public opinion is changing faster and faster every day, and to be honest that is needed. Ken Livingstone is out of his fucking mind. As some of you might have noticed when we point out these politicians taking the piss out of people, we are literally ignored, but when these politicians expose their own hypocrisy, people seem to take notice. The same is obviously true for the football, Ascot, Wimbledon, Hancock and obviously the G7. How many times over the months have we called out the rules for thee but not for me, while the sheeple just have carried on sleeping, literally ignoring us or even ridiculing some people. But as I've said before, the more people see it and talk about it, the more will wake up on their own and search for the information they need to find the answers for themselves. At the end of the day, you can show someone the door, but they have to walk through it themselves, remember. But either way, this whole by-election and everything around it has been a complete shit show for both parties. Literally the 47% turnout shows that beyond all doubt. Yes, by-elections are never great turnouts, but let's be honest, 47% is even beyond piss poor, and actually shows just how people feel about politicians, political parties and the entire shitweasel system that we have.